Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be discussing some of Rode's shotgun microphones. We have the Rode Video Micro first generation. This retails for $49. We have the Rode Video Micro second generation. This one retails for $79. And finally we have the Rode Video Mic Go Generation 2. This one retails for just about $100. So a brief overview of all these microphones first. This is the Rode Video Micro first generation. This is the first microphone that I got. It comes with this shock mount. It comes just as you see it. It comes with this stretchy cable. And it also comes with one small wind muffler. Now this one is a bit bulkier than the second generation, but I got this shortly after I got my ZV-1 and it just slides on right there. And this is pretty much, this was my setup the first 2 years that I had this camera until I got the Sony ZV-E1, the full frame camera that I'm filming on right now. A little bit bulky, but when you're sitting in a studio or an office space like this is pretty good, and I got some awesome results with this. So for $50, this one is absolutely great. You just have to make sure you plug it in. Not a big deal with most microphones though. So $50, you can't go wrong with the Rode Video Micro first generation. Now for the second generation, it actually looks like this. So this one is not quite as bulky. It sits a little bit lower on the camera. So this is a much better vlogging microphone than the first generation Rode Video Micro. It doesn't stand as tall, and I think they call this the helix mount. It doesn't bounce around as much, whereas this one bounces around constantly. So this one's just a much better, smaller package. And even if you're not vlogging with this Rode Video Micro 2, this is going to be a lot easier just to throw it in your backpack or throw it in your camera bag. It's going to take up a little bit less space than this one. Weight is about the same for these two, but that helix gimbal shock mount is much better. It comes with a couple of cables, and this one also comes with a sponge windscreen just for if you're in light wind, and then if you are actually out in the harsh wind environments, it comes with a much bigger wind muffler. This is the one called the Dead Cat. So this does make it pretty bulky. We put it on the ZV-1. It's pretty much just as bulky as the Rode Video Micro 1. But if we take that one off and show it to you without any windscreens on, you could actually see it's a little bit less bulky. And if we just pop that on, a little bit less bulky, just a little bit more of a compact setup. And last but not least, we have the Rode Video Mic Go 2, Generation 2. This one retails for $99 or $100. And it has a much better shock mount right here. The microphone is actually longer and bigger, so it definitely is the bulkiest one. This one only comes with the sponge windscreen. It does not come with an extra windscreen like this, but you could just get this on Amazon for super cheap anyway. Not really that big of a deal. Where this one really shines is you actually can use it with a camera that has a audio jack, but you also can use it with a USB-C cable as well. So you could hook this one right up to your laptop with a USB-C to USB-C cable. I'd imagine you could also use this one with the new iPhone or one of your Android phones with a USB-C to USB-C cable, or an older iPhone if you have the USB-C to Lightning cables. So this one is the most versatile. It's a little bit heavier and quite bulky. However, for only $100, it's still a really good deal. It also has this nice little area under here that you can actually just thread the cable through. So that's a kind of nice touch right there. Rode Video Micro 1. This is the 2 feet test. Rode Video Micro first generation. This is the 5-foot test. Rode Video Micro 2, version 2. This is 2 feet. Well, this is really 1.5 feet. This is a 2 feet test. Rode Video Micro version 2, 5 feet test. Rode Video Mic Go 2, 2 feet test. Rode Video Mic Go 2, 5 feet test. I should also mention that with all these microphones, I'm not going to be doing anything to the audio. I'm not going to boost the bass, reduce the treble, or anything like that. Just straight at a camera, that's it. I may adjust the audio levels if it's peaking, but that's all I'm going to do. Alright, gotta make sure we are actually 10 feet away this time. Alright, 10 feet away with the Rode Video Micro first generation, $49 right here. How does this one sound? 10 feet away. Rode Video Micro 2, 10 feet test. We're 10 feet away with the Rode Video Micro 2, the $80 version. It's got the little sponge windscreen on top, 10 feet away. How does the Video Micro second generation sound? Last but not least, we've got the Rode Video Mic Go second generation, or the Rode Video Mic Go 2. 10 feet test. How does this one sound? This one's $100, so this one is twice the price of the Rode Video Micro first generation, but it's only $20 more than the second generation that we just heard at 10 feet away. So Rode Video Mic Go 2, 10 feet test. How does it sound from this far away? All right, reviewing that footage and listening to the audio sound, here's my take. If you want to get the best bang for buck, if I didn't have any of these microphones, I would get the Rode Video Micro 2nd generation. It's both smaller, it's shorter than the Rode Video Micro version 1, so it takes up less space, whether it's on your camera and you're out there filming or it's in your camera bag, but it also sounds pretty much identical to the Rode Video Mic Go 2. Now the Rode Video Mic Go 2 is quite a bit bigger, bulkier, and heavier than the Rode Video Micro 2. There's only $20 difference between these two microphones, but if you want the best sound you can get in the smallest, lightest, most compact travel vlogging size you can get, I've got to give it to the Rode Video Micro version 2 2nd generation. So if you want the most versatile microphone that you're going to be able to use with not only cameras but some other devices as well, and maybe it's a microphone you're only going to use inside your studio or indoors, you're not really going to take it out that much, but you don't mind carrying it around if you are going to be traveling with it, the Rode Video Mic Go 2 does win out with versatility just because it has that USB-C port right there. You can probably get a couple of wires and cables to make the 3.5mm audio jack work with any other device, but it's going to be a couple of dongles, a couple of adapters. It's not going to be as clean and streamlined as just using a USB-C to USB-C cable like this one. So if I could only have one of these, I'm going with the Rode Video Micro 2. It's sleek, it's compact, it's lightweight, and I just like keeping things minimal and just a little bit more on the compact, lighter weight side. If I can get by with maybe just 1 or 2 lenses instead of 10 or 15 lenses, or 1 or 2 cameras instead of like 3 or 4 different cameras, I'm okay with that. I like having fewer items that I can get more use out of. But here's what I would do. First microphone I would get would be the Rode Video Micro 2. Now, if it's a second microphone that I'm getting and maybe I just want to leave it on my ZV-1, because this is kind of my B cam right now, my B camera, I would go ahead and get the Rode Video Micro 1st generation and just mount it on here and just leave it there, maybe leave it off on the shelf somewhere. That way the ZV-1 is ready to go. If I want to actually talk about this camera, I have my B camera all set and ready to go. So this is a great B microphone, like an option, a secondary microphone that you can use with a secondary camera like this. It's still going to get really good audio. It's going to sound miles better than if you were just to use the onboard audio on this camera or even the camera that I'm filming on. So the onboard audio on the ZV-1 is not that great in my opinion. I've done tests. So this is going to be a great microphone if you just want an extra microphone to put on your B or C camera. Now, like I said, I'm not into big, huge setups. I like to keep things minimal. I like to keep things small, lightweight, compact. But if you've got a bigger camera and you want to actually get a nicer, more expensive, more professional microphone, then yeah, the Rode Video Mic Go 2 this is the one you should get. If you're not worried about the size or weight, yeah, this one's better. It's just more compact and it has nice features like that little cable dressing layer that you could just thread through those cable grooves. That's a lot cleaner of an option than just threading it around the shock mount like I have right here. So you can't go wrong with any 3 of these. If all you can afford is $50 for a microphone, the Rode Video Micro version 1 is going to do you just fine. Like I said, I used this one for 2 years before getting any other microphones. So this one's going to be fine, but just for an extra $30, you get a lot better of a product and a lot better of an experience with the Rode Video Micro 2. So hope it helped, hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great one.